Hello everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to play online multiplayer co-op on Stranded Deep on the Epic Games version. Because if you're on the Steam version, you can actually use the remote play feature that Steam has to play this with your friend without any extra steps. It should be pretty easy. So this is for people on Epic Games, or I guess any other platform that doesn't support the Steam remote play. So what you want to do is head over to this website called parsec.app. So you will need a third-party app for this, and this app essentially does the remote play feature. So if you're against using this, I'm sorry, that's what I've got for this method. You'll be able to see me using it, but that's what we're going to use. So head over to this website here, and in the top right, you should see a download button. So go ahead and click that, and it'll send you over to this screen. And if you're on Windows, you want to use the Windows one. If you're on Mac or something else, you want to pick that. But we're obviously on Windows, so we want to click here, and then click Download for Windows 64-bit. Download it, and install it. Once you've done that, simply open it up. It'll take a little bit. You'll want to sign into your account, and then once you have, your computer will show up here, as well as any other friends that you have added who have their computers on and have them shareable, right? So as you can see, there's one computer at the moment, which is actually my friend's computer. My computer hasn't shown up yet. I can click reload. Oh, there we go. And now my computer's shown up. Okay, so in order for my friend to join me, they will click the connect button. So for me, joining them, I'll click this. But for them, they'll click my one. So if you can go ahead and do that now. Friend? Yep, so there we go. You can talk, by the way, to prove that I'm not just doing this by myself.
Yeah.
Yep, easier. So then it'll pop up here. If it's not there, like if it goes away, you can still see it down here in the corner. So you want to right-click it, and then click accept. And now, before you do this, which obviously, hopefully you've watched the whole video in time, what you're doing here is giving them remote access to your computer. So don't do this with just any old random, unless you've got, safety precautions, but, do this with your friends that you trust, because depending on what permissions you give them, they'll be able to run around your computer and do things. So you do have to be careful and be very wary doing this. But luckily, this app has the feature where you can only let them use, for instance, a gamepad. And what that means is like an Xbox controller. So hopefully they won't be able to, delete System 32 with a controller. Hopefully. So once he's connected, you can hover down here, and you can actually see their username again, which hopefully I've got blurred out, and you can see their connection. So my friend has it's a rough connection, but it shouldn't be too bad. Might have a bit of input delay, but that's this side of things set up completely. We're done. Next, we head over to Stranded Deep. Once we're in Stranded Deep, you can do this before you start or after you start. It doesn't really matter. But you want to head over to Options and go to Input. And head over to this Controllers section. So for the host, I recommend using mouse and keyboard. So as you can see, we've got Player 1 here. And have your friend go on a gamepad. So this is my Xbox controller. It comes up as a Zin or XI input, or X input, I guess. I guess that's how it is. An X input gamepad 1. And I've got it assigned to Player 2. And I believe my friend is currently connecting their PlayStation controller. It might not show up now. Yeah, so it'll come up as DualShock, and you'll want to assign that. So if they're using an Xbox controller, it'll be showing up like this. You just click it to cycle between. You can see it changes from none to Player 1 to Player 2. So obviously you want Player 2. But you can actually change the setting when you're in your world, so you don't have to worry too much. Although obviously you want it working. So once you get that all done, you should be good to go. I'm going to head into the game, so save my changes. Click play. We're going to click a new game. Make sure you change your mode to cooperative. Now, this will be split screen, because they are simply playing as if they're on the same computer, but they can do it from their house in a completely different country, albeit with some input lag. And that, as far as I know, is the only way to play co-op. But it's pretty fun, and it's a little bit nostalgic. So I'm going to overwrite my save, and hopefully load into the world, and fingers crossed he can get his controller running for this video. Alrighty, we are in. As you can see, I'm moving. My friend here is moving as well. Here, move and do things at the same time. So it proves that at least two people exist. We have that proved. It's not just one person. If we go over into options, we can go to input. And as you can see down here, Sony DualShock 4 has shown up, and I've assigned it to Player 2. Now, there is another step if you're using a Sony controller, and that is you have to change it in the Parsec app. So I'm going to do that now. So load up Parsec, head over to this gear icon, which is the settings. Once you're in settings, you want to go over to this host tab here. So click this, and then scroll all the way to the bottom, and you should be able to see, oh, here we are, virtual gamepad type, and you can select which type it is. So Xbox 360 or DualShock 4 if you're using an Xbox One controller or, you know, a PlayStation controller. That's basically what it is, because I've got my Xbox One controller plugged in, and it works just fine. Sadly, it does not seem like you can use a Wii remote, although you could, I don't know, you could probably give it a try, see what happens. Might not work. But there we go. That is how you do it. If you have any doubts, give it a try. Hopefully it shouldn't take you too long to do everything. Give it a try, give it a check. You can even search up to see if other people have had experiences. Hopefully they have. Because we played for quite a while. We played for, I think it was an hour 40 the other day.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad too.
And it looks like we're going to be playing again. You might experience some network issues, but hey, it's better than not being able to, right? So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, please do consider subscribing to both my channel and my buddy over here. Should hopefully be linked in the description. I make plenty of other videos. He sometimes does. His are usually more edited than mine. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye. I do not know what is happening.